Hello, welcome back to Learn Oikonomia. In this video, we are going to discuss the concept of business cycle. Since we are dealing with an economy where there is just a lot of fluctuations, the idea of business cycle is very, very important. Today, the economy might be facing recession. Tomorrow, it will be facing recovery. And so, it always happens in the form of a cycle. Let's consider the details of business cycle. When it comes to the case of the classical economist, they always face a very important challenge. We could ask a question to ourselves, and this question is, how are large fluctuations in output compatible with the two fundamental tenets of the doctrines given by the new classical economists? And this is how you can consider this. As per the economy, which is in the perception of the new classical economists, this economy is buffeted by something called unexpected shocks. And this shows the shocks to aggregate demand, which are typically unanticipated. You are not expecting this change. And these are shocks to aggregate demand, which are unanticipated changes that can happen to monetary policy as well as fiscal policy. Now, coming to the shocks that can come to the arena of aggregate supply. These might be changes in the productivity, and this will result as a result of changes in technology, as a result of changes in price of the raw materials, the production of the industry or factory, whatever it may be. In ideal sense, what you can understand is that firm would be choosing to produce more because they are interested in maximizing their profit, and they would be paying to their workers the wages. It is a factor payment. Whenever the economy is hit hard by some shocks are considered to be very, very bad, and some shocks are considered to be to an extent good thing. So there can be shocks which are favorable and unfavorable. If you look at the case of workers are usually willing to work when their wage rates are higher. So when the wage rates are higher, their productivity would increase. But whenever they are given less wages, these people would prefer to have more leisure rather than working for more hours. Okay. So whenever we consider the concept of employment, it is something related to output. And this would clearly increase with favorable shocks. Whenever you have some favorable shocks, it behaves like stimulants. It will be increasing employment, it will be increasing output. And whenever you have unfavorable shocks, these things will be falling. There will be fall in employment, there will be fall in output, etc. But we need to understand that we have to consider another important idea, and this is involuntary unemployment. And classicals were considering that the unemployment rate would fall in the boom and rise in the slump period. That means when a worker is sent out of job, when he is fired or when he is laid off the job, what usually he does is that he will try to find a new job. And in this case, he will be trying to take the weights of the salary or wage that he will be getting from different jobs. He will be weighing the value of taking a lower paid job that might be easily available against the value of a better paid job that will be more suitable for him. And this is something which is very much hard to find. So this person will be trying to take the weights of both of these kinds of jobs. Coming to the new classicals, these people were not arguing that unemployment or in the situation of unemployment, an unemployed job seeker is happy with his choice. If you are laid off, if you consider it as something bad, right? And being laid off was a bad job. And he always prefers to get a good job. Good job is something that we always want to have. These people have argued that workers chooses what he regards as the best available option in this situation. And even when the available options are poor, out of that he will try to get the best. And to remain as unemployment is something again that is based on the judgment of the person. If he is getting more satisfaction from that, like if the benefits of search is outweighing the cost, you cannot consider this as an exception to the rule that amount supplied is equal to amount demanded. So economy would be experiencing both good times as well as bad times. And in the case of good times, what we call is boom, everywhere there would be positive expectation. But when it comes to bad times like depression and extreme form of depression, even in the bad times you can have recession, and extreme form of recession would be depression. Here you will be having a pessimistic approach to everything. You are expecting a bad. And new classicals who regarded demand shocks as something dominant, they argue that shocks are propagated slowly and they consist it as costly to adjust production levels quickly. That's all about some idea related to business cycles. I request you to like and subscribe to this channel for more videos, and you can be a part of my Telegram channel and Telegram group to discuss your doubts. That's all. Thank you for watching.